welcome to Can We Say It? Hey, Beck, how you going?
I am good. We're here. We're
Oh yeah, we're
alive.
doing it. We're virtual.
Yep.
We're not in a the same physical place. We're thousands and thousands of miles apart and testing this streaming recording from a distance, and it seems to be okay.
I think we are
We're
good.
on.
I feel like we're thousands and thousands of miles apart, but I think we're all going through the same thing at the moment.
Yes. Yes. Yes, we're all stuck in the house.
We are
I mean, we're
homebound.
still going places. I mean, I'm not self isolating, something I didn't think I would be saying um, in my lifetime. I'm not quarantined currently, but we're just at home. We did go out. I had played Russian roulette this morning and went to the gym. Apparently, some kind of
Ooh.
horrific, germ infestation potential there. But I was pretty careful. It was actually kind of quiet. But I did my spin class and wiped everything down, washed my hands very carefully. Still doing. I'm still trying to because it's a catch-22. Either don't keep yourself healthy, get sick, or like try to stay healthy. But then you could catch it while you're trying to stay healthy. So it's just not.
Right. So let's backtrack just a tad. Um, I feel like this is escalated
Yeah.
to me. Like, it's been going on for a little while now, but I feel like it's really escalated. I think over there more so with this, we'll go into that because this crazy toilet paper situation over there, which
Yeah.
is now, it's now here, but I feel like it things got real in the last, like, I would say for me and most people, like in the last 48 hours.
Okay, no, it was
Um
pretty real for me a while ago.
over back over then,
Yeah.
back when the people were fighting for toilet paper.
No, before that. But I
Before
had
that,
some, to
yeah.
be honest, I had a couple people at work who are, well, I have someone at work who's like pretty good at predicting catastrophes of some
Mhm.
sort of nature. They were
Yeah.
saying that they were just telling us that they bought this was early Feb. They
Right.
said that
Yeah,
they
when we left.
Yeah, they said they did a lot of research, or maybe mid Feb. I would say it was 2 weeks prior to the toilet paper debacle. They
Mhm.
told us that they did a shop of like canned goods and pastas and stuff just in case they needed
Right.
2 weeks extra. They actually said verbatim, they said, in case there's panic buying and you can't get your
Yeah.
things now. And I
My
was like,
in-laws said the
"No,
same.
yeah." And there were links going around to articles from like virologists and stuff about what you need in a time like a pandemic, and I was like, you know what, it can't hurt, we'd use it anyway, so I just went online and bought like 2 weeks worth of stuff that four people would need
That's really
online
good.
online so I was semi prepared,
Prepared. I
and
mean,
then
obviously,
things heated up and went pear-shaped.
yeah, things went from like 0 to 100. I mean, definitely when we were flying, we were really careful. Obviously, we knew about it, and I think we had
Yes.
like 50 people on the plane. Luckily, I had assistance getting off the plane in LAX, and I was in a wheelchair. Don't worry, I'm fine. But we were whizzed past through everyone and customs and everything, and
That's
we got out
lucky.
very quickly. So
That's lucky. You didn't have to
we
stand
were
in lines like people
no
breathing on
lines.
you and
No
like.
one was breathing on us. My baby was wrapped up in my arms, so it was fine. But I think
That's
obviously
lucky.
since we've been back, even in the last like 2 to 3 weeks. I know my friends leaving to Australia tomorrow, and Qantas has told them like when they land, they need to, um, almost quarantine themselves for 2 weeks
Yes.
inside once they get off
Okay.
the plane.
So is this wait, where are they going to or
They're
coming
just
from?
going from LA to Sydney.
And they have to quarantine
Have to.
themselves
You have to quarantine yourself for 14 days
if you fly.
if you fly.
Hmm.
Which, I
That's
mean,
pretty
it's up to
crazy.
you whether you are going to do it or not, but
I
that's
mean,
what
let's be
they.
real. Let's be real. Some people are not doing that. And most
No.
people wouldn't do that.
And this is the problem, just because, I'm going to try not to make this episode a freak out episode, but and
I
make it a
know.
little bit more factual, but it's, it is targeting more serious cases in elderly people. So if
People, yeah,
you're quarantining yourself um, once you get off the plane. But what if you live at home with your family or an elderly person, or like, where are you supposed to go? Where are you supposed
exactly.
to quarantine yourself?
Yeah, you can't.
Yeah.
Yeah, and maybe not see your family for a while if it
But
means
where
that
do you live?
well, that's if you live with older
Yeah.
people, but well, actually, it's really just people. It doesn't mean if you're older you're going to get it. It's like mainly people with pre-existing respiratory conditions
Right.
or other conditions that may be compromised. Their immunity may be compromised if they get it.
Right.
So it's not just because you live with someone who's like over
A
60 or
older
70, it's
person.
okay. And the scary
Right.
thing is we could have it right now. I mean, I don't want to freak anyone
Exactly.
out, but and
No, it's
people don't know
true.
it.
It's true. I think it hit me when, like, when it's we can have it now. The symptoms don't show up straight away. I don't know, there was like something not just clicked in my head. I was out. Um I was working and we were just talking about it, and then the NBA got suspended, like completely cancelled, and then I got an email from someone that wasn't coming into work because they said that they didn't feel well, and they didn't want to pass it on to anyone. And I think that was my, okay, I'm not leaving the house moment of, I've got to just want to stay in. And I actually haven't left the house since Wednesday.
Because someone they knew
Yeah, I think
was exposed to it or
we
has it.
don't we don't even know if that, I'm not even sure that this person has it or not, but I think it just made things real. And I think they've started shutting down a lot of
Mm.
productions, and they've started
I
shutting
know.
down
Have you been on social
every
media today?
there's no
Everything's cancelled.
Ellen, everything's cancelled.
And
I was
Amy Schumer's
supposed to
post is the most hilarious.
a
Like everything is cancelled. I can't. Won't be going to
everything.
the gym is cancelled.
The
Me
gym is
eating healthy.
cancelled.
Me eating healthy today is cancelled.
Cancelled. It's all cancelled. Well, I mean, I was saying that even like we did yesterday, we tried to stock up on whatever we could. It was really funny because I gave my husband a list of stuff to get so I could make things, but he
Yes.
ran into the supermarket. He went to two and they were nuts. He ran in there. He tried to get as much of the stuff I asked for there. And he said the lines were all the way at the back of the supermarket. And
Oh
then when
my
he
god.
yeah, it's crazy. All shelves are done, emptied. And when he got home, most of the stuff, like he did got a lot of stuff, but it was half of the recipes of the stuff that I needed. So I'm just going to have to work
Mm.
it out, and
You can be creative.
I'll
You'll
be
figure it out.
creative.
You'll
Yeah, but
figure
we
it
do
out.
have a lot of pasta. So everyone's like, where's all the pasta gone? And I feel like, I'm like, oops, we
I've got
probably
it.
bought all the pasta.
I've got it. It'll be $20 a bag. Thanks.
20 I don't, well, is it true that people over there are like selling their toilet paper for like crazy amounts of money?
Oh yeah, there's crazy stuff going on. There's literally posts on Gumtree like $100 for a toilet roll, and there's memes going around like "will work for toilet paper." Like it's ridiculous. So wait,
This
are
is,
you saying that is it just LA or is it America's going through the panic buying now?
I feel like
Was there panic
America's
buying before?
panicked. Not so, I don't think there was. I think they've gone through the panic since like Wednesday. Like since
Okay,
everything started getting cancelled, like NBA, like all like productions and shows, I think, and that all kind of started on Wednesday. I feel like now the supermarkets are in mayhem. Like it wasn't that madness
it's when the
and
World Health Organization um, it's when they announced it was a pandemic officially
pandemic.
that because we were panicking. The panic we were not we as in like the country was panic buying a few weeks ago, maybe 2 weeks ago. So you
Hmm.
guys have a delayed reaction, but actually only
Yeah.
when it's been officially communicated that it's
You
a
know what?
pandemic.
Of course, when Hollywood shuts down, LA goes into panic. Like then we're like, oh, it's real. But
Okay, that
you
was the
know,
sign.
but
Celebrities are canceling. Okay, now it's real. Well,
now
here
it's
it's like,
real.
well, here when it's real, it's okay. every single sporting event is cancelled. Oh shit! Now
Yeah.
it's real. Now it's
But no,
real.
and that's I feel like that happened here as well. The sporting like my husband keeps going on ESPN and I'm like, "Stop going on ESPN," because he's obsessed with sport. I'm like, "There's nothing on. It's all canceled. No sport, no football." Like he's like, "Don't say this." Like
We
I was
can
like, "But
watch
it's
no,
true."
no. We can still do it. We can watch ping pong and chess. It's their
There
sports.
you go. They're one-on-one introverted sports. But I don't it's weird and then I'm like, what are these sports channels even going to talk about when there's no sport? They've all started talking about the coronavirus. So
Yeah,
now
because no,
ESPN,
they'll talk about the players that have it because there's
but it's
heaps of
like
players.
ESPN has turned into CNN.
Oh
Like it's
no,
like almost like a news channel now, I feel like, because
really?
yeah, I don't feel like do you feel like this has ever happened before in your
No,
lifetime? No.
no. I didn't think no. I mean, we were around. I remember SARS, but I don't remember it
Don't
like
remember it
this.
that well. No, I don't remember it like this at all.
I remember
I
it was a bit
think
scary, but like I think maybe I was too young. I don't.
to
Yeah,
remember or know how serious it was.
I think it was very serious. But it was. You know what? The rate of infection, like it was very. The rate of infection wasn't so high, and it was very much contained to very specific areas. This is just because
This
this is
is just
global.
global and it's like it's happening in a very fast rate. I think that's what's most concerning is that it's happening so like it's spreading so
Yeah.
quickly.
That's right. We just have to hope and pray that the people who are at risk are like are going to be okay. And the truth is that if we catch it, you and I, we'd probably be all right.
Yeah.
I'm not.
I
I'm actually not worried about my own health.
No, me neither. I
I'm
think
more worried about what's happening in the world, sort of the trickle down effect, and just in general people's well being,
yeah.
or just the world's sort of well being.
Yeah, because obviously this is having an effect on everything. It's having a bit massive effect on the economy. It's just and not it's like schools will be closed and then what are parents supposed to do when they have to work or they're supposed to be working and then maybe they can't work or they have to look
Yeah,
after their kids. Some
yeah.
of, some of this country they can't even feed their kids. This is why
That's
they get fed at school and then they're like what am I supposed to do now? I have to feed them an extra meal. Like
It's
it's really
horrible.
sad and horrible
There
what's
will be a lot of
happening
people really affected, really going through some terrible things.
times, yeah.
I hope people will come together rather than what we've seen with the toilet paper.
Oh
Like
my
that was
god.
people being divided and horrible.
Yeah,
But
I was
yeah, you're
watching
right.
fights break out over there and I'm like, "Is this real?"
I know that there's people. I'm sorry. There's so many idiots. Like Quilton is a brand. They're producing 300,000 rolls an hour. This is what I've heard. Okay, so just chill out.
Right, it's coming. Just be
And
patient.
why? It's there are other things like get in the shower, go in the bathtub, get a little
That's
hose, a
what I
bidet,
said. I
baby
said
wipes,
that.
tissues, paper towels.
Exactly.
Your
There's a
butt will
way.
be okay.
Your butt will be clean, okay? Your butt will be clean.
Oh my
It will be
god.
okay. I mean, I said that the other day and everyone thought I was gross, but I'm like, it's
Oh,
okay. We'll be okay without toilet paper.
that's
Like
the least. That should be the least of your
it is.
concerns.
We'll be worse off if we, starve to death or,
Yeah,
over
and
here we don't have the water system is horrible and you can't drink it out of the tap. So,
oh,
if you're out of water, you're kind of screwed as well.
can you boil it?
Yeah, we can boil it. So I guess there's that.
Like, can you drink it after you boil it?
Yeah, that's fine. I'm still sure it's still not the greatest, but it's if you have to do that, then you have to do that.
So
Um,
what was the item like what are the items that people planning for over there in LA like what was off the shelves?
at the moment, it's looking like everything's off the shelves, like all the frozen stuff. All
Mhm.
most frozen stuff's gone. Toilet paper is now gone. They've kind of figured it out. Toilet paper's gone, and water is yeah. A lot of people are buying waters, like I said, because we
The
can't
water's
just drink
back
out of the
water.
tap.
Okay.
And this is all literally in the last, I'd say, 48 hours. It's gotten
Right.
bad.
Right. So it's
Um,
pretty quiet, and people will be hesitant to go to public places now.
yeah,
I don't know.
absolutely.
It's just it's weird. It's also funny. Like, God forbid you cough somewhere. Like, I work in an office,
Mm-hmm.
and if you cough or sneeze, you looked at like a leper. I think someone even yelled out, "Who's coughing?" Like, it's
Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's definitely gonna, at least you know a way to get everyone like away from you. Is like
yeah.
cough and people will freak out and not go anywhere near you. It's it's like it's insane. So are you, because I know a lot of people are having to work from home and a lot of businesses are having their employees work from home. Are you able to work from home or you're still having to go
I
in?
am lucky. I am lucky in that respect. I can work from home.
Right.
A
And
lot
you're
of what
able
I
to
do.
every day for the moment or not?
Oh yeah. I mean, if
Okay.
it had to come to that,
Yeah.
I've been going in. I've been
Yeah.
going in because I haven't been exposed to anyone that I know has it, and I don't have it as far as I'm aware.
Yeah.
So I've just been going in, but we did do a drill where everyone in the department stayed home to see what
Right.
it would be like to work from home. Because you can, but this is we're just lucky we work in that type of industry where everything can be remotely accessed.
Yeah, well,
It's
thank
not
God.
like there are a lot of people who are trading or
Yeah, and then
in the service industry. Um, you know, that's going to make
retail,
it a
any of
lot
that,
more
it's just,
difficult.
yeah, it does. And if this keeps going on, which, it could be, and it seems like it for a while longer, like, how are people supposed to pay their rent, their bills, eat? Like, it's,
Well, the government's
how,
supposed to be providing like stimulus packages at the moment where they can, I guess, subsidize or reimburse people who have lost within like during this time. I think they just need to just I don't know. I don't know what they need to do, but maybe slow down the rate of infection for a while, and that means people
yeah.
just avoid, which is why everything's cancelled. Just
Yeah,
slow down.
I think that's a good idea,
Although here
obviously.
it's ridiculous because the prime minister's like, yeah, everything's cancelled, but on Monday. Like, not why not now? Why on
That's
Monday?
weird.
I think he had some event on
He
during
had
the
an event, he
weekend.
had to go somewhere, of course. Yeah, I mean, they haven't made like an announcement like that, like everything's cancelled, stay inside to that point. But like I feel like, which it's too hard to do, but if everyone did stay inside for like 2 weeks, I reckon we could, get rid of this thing.
You reckon?
I reckon I love it. We can get rid of this thing. This thing. I think it will
Slow it down a
slow
lot.
it down a lot. Yes.
Yeah, definitely. I think you maybe onto something. Um, I just yeah, I guess the anxiety's coming from what's going to happen. No one knows. No one's in control. You know.
Yeah,
So
it's quite scary. I know that you asked me. I posted something on my Instagram earlier and you
yes,
asked
I
me
wanted
about
to know.
it.
I was thinking about that. How did you posted an excerpt from a book
I
on
did.
your personal
I posted this
Instagram?
from a book.
It literally
It's
said in 2019
Yes,
there's going to
I'll read
be
this right now.
okay.
Sorry, I'll
Okay.
read this right now. So basically, I reposted it. It was posted by Kim Kardashian, who,
What?
yeah, it's come from a book by a psychic called Sylvia Brown,
And it was
and
public. When was it published?
it was published. She passed away, I think, in 2013. It was published in 2008. So
Wow.
it says in around 2020, a severe pneumonia like illness will spread throughout the globe, attacking the lungs and bronchial tubes and resisting all known treatments. Almost more baffling than the illness itself will be the fact that it will suddenly vanish and quickly as it arrived, attack again 10 years later, and then disappear completely.
Attack again in 10 years.
Yeah, and then disappear
That is
completely.
that is a very
Quite
detailed
detailed.
psychic prediction.
Yes, and quite
Very detailed.
precise.
It is.
Um, so, I mean, I really hope it does vanish as
But I
quickly as
hope
it.
it doesn't I hope she's wrong about coming again in 10 years.
Yeah, I don't like that at all. But and I don't like the how it about the fact about it resisting, resisting all known treatments. But it says
Mm,
like almost more baffling than the illness itself will be the fact that it will suddenly vanish. I hope maybe because of everything we're doing, it will vanish.
yes. Oh, I'm
Um,
psychotic. Like my hands are disgusting. I have been using this bleh, antibacterializing and washing my hands after I touch anything
everything.
like a door handle in public, a
Yeah, or
elevator,
you
button,
know,
any
one thing.
buttons, money,
Here's
anything.
Yeah, money is a big thing. Although now we use our cards, and then we're
Well,
gonna have to wipe down our
sometimes
cards.
I mean, yeah, I don't have to,
Here's
but no, even if I'm in a shop, like pay passing, like
Yeah.
pay wave, just any after any
Oh, I
exposure.
made I made my husband take the clothes he was wearing off
Oh,
after
okay,
he got out from came in today,
okay, you
to
win.
grab a couple things. So, yeah, I did that, and actually, I did that myself on Wednesday. I
Well, okay, here's the thing. I heard it can stay on surfaces for longer than 3 days, but I don't know. Is that clothing surfaces or hard
It
surfaces?
could. I mean, just this is what I thought. If it has been on my clothes and I am picking up my baby, like, honestly, I know babies are and kids are less
Like, yeah,
susceptible to this, but still, that's one of the reasons I'm
yeah,
hanging
fair
in
enough. Yeah,
there.
that makes sense.
So,
If it stays on those surfaces, then you
yeah, and
could
I'm
it could.
always holding him, picking him up, he's drooling on me. I just removed the clothes. And but here's
Yes.
another thing. What about the postal service? What about who's touching our mail? What about who's
Mm.
touching, do you know what I mean? Like,
Oh
there are
yeah.
hands all over that.
Well, it just shows how we rely on each other. We're connected. Uh, we're
But, like, how do we have to wash our hands
everything.
after we've touched the mail?
I think so. I think
Yeah,
yes.
I think yes
Anytime
too.
I'm outside, anytime I come into
Yeah,
contact with anything outside, I'm always
sanitize.
mindful. But what I'm not mindful of is the touching of the face is very difficult
So hard. I didn't
to
realize how
keep.
much I do that. Like,
Yeah,
it's just hard not to.
yeah, it's crazy.
Hey, Beck. We're back.
Hey,
It's been,
Han. We are
what?
back.
Yeah,
It's
a
been
few
a
days.
few
This
days,
is part
I
2 of
think.
COVID-20,
Uh,
as I've dubbed it. Screw COVID-19.
yeah,
This
and
is
things I feel
COVID-20.
like yeah, we're in COVID-20. I feel like things are changing so quickly. How is everything there? How are you
I'm trying to
feeling?
stay
What's
calm,
going
and it's
on?
really difficult. There's a lot of information.
Yeah,
There's a lot of information to trawl through, and people are sending, like, updates and telling me different things, and I have to just sort of decipher what is a fact and what is not. So that's difficult.
yeah,
Plus, what's happening in the streets, in the shops, it's kind of crazy. And I
yeah.
think I'm just trying not to panic and
Panic.
trying to remain calm, which is really difficult in these circumstances. Today, went because yeah, today I went to the chemist, and because there were literally
And you also went to
I
the
just wanted to
grocery
see
store
what
as
was
well,
happening, and
didn't
I
you?
wanted to get a few fresh
To
things,
see.
and I wish I didn't, but
Yeah,
I needed to go because I needed a few fresh items. It was really crazy, what's happening. I don't know how people are sort of
did you find any
yes.
fresh food?
There was a
Okay,
lot of
that's
fresh,
good.
like, herbs, lettuce,
Food.
vegetables, lots of
Oh,
fruit, but,
that's
like,
good.
no potatoes.
Right, yeah, all the stuff that, like, will last longer. I mean, I haven't been to the supermarket since, like, I did a sh like, I've sent my husband out because 'cause I've been with the baby, but, yeah, that's what I'm craving, fresh food
Right.
and not all the
Well,
canned stuff, but which is gone, but I'm not sure what is
so
happening
fresh
out
food is
there.
all gone, but do you live next to a large supermarket or a small one?
a
And
bunch
every
of
all
different
fresh
ones,
food
but
is gone from all of
apparently
them.
I don't know about the fresh food. I think he just went out to get what's like whatever we
Oh,
could that
okay.
would last. But for me, I think we
You
need
can
fresh
also
food.
there's some
Um,
smart people doing smart things out there with that's why I went to get some fresh food is so I can make a big pot of soup that lasts for ages.
pot of soup. I just saw a friend of mine make like a huge pot of soup, and I was like, "Oh, I'm craving that so bad because it's cold and rainy here." And I don't know. I don't know. I feel like my emotions are like been up and down. Like definitely, I don't know. Last night, I think I went
Mm.
into a bit of panic. Um, And then today, I'm trying not to do that and try to avoid too much social media and news. Um, I do have people messaging me from back home saying, there are people in lines, guns, people buying guns and things here. And I think that's what made me
Oh, that's
panic,
just ridiculous. Like America is
because
not a
of the
real country,
country.
seriously. What is going on?
No, and I don't want it to get to that point. Like, I wish we could all just try and see this as like some kind of like stay inside and cleanse and just be at home. But like I feel like my emotions go back and forth. And I think, did you hear of anyone that has it? Do you know anyone personally that has
I know someone
the
who's
virus?
sick and you know what my problem
Yeah,
is? There's no information or honesty because I don't think that
right.
uh, some countries are in a position to be able to test thoroughly or they don't have enough testing kits. And today I heard that they're rushing through new testing kits to Australia that are going to allow a 6-hour result turnaround time. So I know someone
Yeah.
who's just come back from the States, so dumb to go, but whatever, came back from the
Hmm.
States sick,
Yeah, same.
in quarantine right now, but don't know if
Oh,
they actually have a positive. Because how are you supposed to get tested? I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know either.
But
I have
my
my
sister just told me she
friend.
knows 2 people who just came back from LA. One is in LA, one just came back here from somewhere in America, I think, and is also
Yeah,
positive.
same. Yeah. Oh, wow, and I know, well, it's my friend's best mate that has tested positive in Australia. She sent this post today that she's been diagnosed with it. She's also
Oh
30 weeks
god.
pregnant, and unfortunately, I mean, I don't mean to scare people because I also thought young people, it's harder, but her one-year-old is showing signs of it as well, and is
Mm.
extremely sick, and she was had to be picked
Oh
up in an
dear.
ambulance. Um, so it's not looking good. Like she's extremely
Shit.
unwell, and it just expressing how
Yeah,
serious this
definitely young
is.
people.
And
I've seen something today that was shared of a reporter went into a intensive care unit in Italy, and there's young people also
uh-huh,
affected, but they did recover, but a lot of people
right.
not recovering that are older that are dying. I'm a little bit
Yeah,
it's a little bit
it's
nerve-wracking.
hard.
I was thinking about it a lot today. I'm trying to stay inside, like, I'm working from home today. I did just go to the chemist in the morning, but and to the supermarket just to get what I needed,
Yeah, you
but I
needed the
covered
stuff you
up.
needed.
I have a special I have that special Cambridge mask, but, and I don't know if it helps, but I'm trying to, like, not be close to people or breathe onto people. It's more so for them than for me. I don't know you know what I mean? Like, I don't know if I'm
Yeah.
a carrier, I don't know, it's
I
for
think it's
everyone.
for everyone. Yeah,
There is a
exactly.
change of season thing going around, so I feel weird, to be honest. Like, I don't know, I feel like
Yeah,
I've g maybe getting a cold, but it could be COVID. I don't know. Do you know what I mean? Um, I don't know.
yeah.
So, I had to go get some medicine because apparently my friend told me yesterday there was no medicine where she lived in, like, 8 different places she checked. I checked my medicine cabinet and
Gosh.
kids' medicine, specifically Nurofen or Panadol for kids. I checked my medicine cabinet and it's all expired, so I just needed one to get us through the flu season for the next few months at least. We don't know how long we're gonna be at home for or in the
In this
situation,
situation. I
and
mean,
it's a little bit
I don't know if like America, I don't know if you guys will be tagging us, but the mayor of California just completely has, shut down restaurants, bars, gyms,
No,
fitness
we're not there
studios,
yet.
gatherings. Yeah, so this just happened, I think, last night at midnight. So we are pretty much on shutdown. We'll be able to get, I think, takeaway food if need
Okay.
be. Um,
We're not there yet.
I'm
Australia's
trying to
not.
think just what
Australia's
else.
still like social distancing, wash your
Yeah,
hands. Schools are still open, but there's a drop. So it's about 5 to 6 students per class away, and that's like a
and
25%
not a
drop.
yeah.
Yeah, so the chemist was pandemonium. Absolute pandemonium.
Oh
But I
crap.
managed
Yeah,
to get,
you and was
yeah,
there a
yeah.
limit
I was
on
putting in
what
a
you
few in
yeah.
because I was getting for myself and my friend who has 3 children, and the lady who worked there was taking them all off the shelves going, "You do want 2? Take 2. There's gonna be a restriction soon. You won't be able to get any." I was like, "What?" So, anyway, I'm trying not
Oh,
to buy
I mean,
into that,
I
like,
think
kind of panic.
people like of panicking to a really bad extent where if everyone did limit themselves, then I feel like there would be enough
Correct.
for
This is what
everyone.
we're not learning as a people because it's every man for
No,
himself.
everyone's
Like,
going
everyone's going,
absolutely
you
insane.
know, typical to your
Yeah,
egoistic nature, just save yourself, is what they're doing.
of
But we just
course.
need to calm down, breathe. I was thinking about this a lot. It's a different kind of war. Yes, we're being told to just stay inside. It's a war where we have to just stay away, stay inside, stay on the couch. But this is very foreign to people. People live in a world now that it's
Yeah,
go, go,
it
go.
is.
And I was thinking about this a lot actually today. It's like we can't sit still. We can't be still at home. We're panicking.
Yeah,
We have to just we have to just remember to be calm and just be at home. It's going to be enough. Things will We have to have a bit of faith too that things will
it will. Yeah, exactly.
okay.
It will be if everyone is acts a bit more normal in a sense of like not panicking and running out and buying the entire supermarket and then there's nothing and then there's lines and then there's
Yeah, be
like
restricted,
it's
be thoughtful
getting
to, be
yeah,
thoughtful, I we have 4 people in the house, but we're just getting what we need for 4 people, not for the apocalypse. Like, I didn't get medicine to last
right.
3 years. I just needed one, what do you call it? 1 bottle.
Yeah, exactly. Like you're not going to feed your child a whole bottle of Panadol.
So
Like
and it was pandemonium
it's
there,
just
and I feel really sorry for the elderly and disabled because they went early at
me
7 AM
too.
because they have
Oh,
the special hours now, it's a special hour,
yeah,
and stuff
7
was
to 8.
gone. Or they couldn't even get
Oh,
milk,
it's
toilet paper,
so
nothing. Forget about toilet paper.
this is
Toilet
horrible.
paper.
Yeah, exactly. Like we said, like it is a necessity, but it's really not.
Just
Like, come
be happy
on.
you have your health at this point,
Yeah, I just like I said, it's not wanting
and
any
don't
other
yeah,
people to
and
catch it
try
or
to
get it
distance
or our
yourself.
kids
Yeah,
or
try to distance yourself. If that
elderly.
means I don't see my mum and dad for a while, that's what it's gonna be. I've decided I'm
Is
gonna avoid.
is your mum staying
She's a
in?
she's
Is she
she's
or
a
she's
she's a what do you
working?
call it? She's a hermit anyway, so she's been quarantined for the last 25 years.
D Oh god. I mean, honestly, I'm kinda introverted and I would typically not mind this situation of staying in at all, but I also have a baby to entertain, so that's been difficult, but I usually would be like, "This is awesome, staying in, eating food, Netflix, chilling."
Yeah,
Um,
it is good. With kids, it's
yes,
weird, but
maybe we're
yeah,
going through a cleanse.
humanity is going through a cleanse. Humanity needs to learn a lesson from this, otherwise we're just gonna keep getting hit, right? We have to
Yeah,
learn that we have to learn from this, like, this is yeah, this is a real kind of test for humanity, I would think. It's forced to be good, do you know what I
absolutely,
mean? Like, just change your nature a little bit, realize that we're over-consuming, kind of pull back a little bit.
absolutely.
change your habits and
Talking
find
about
change.
over-consuming, I found my husband in the corner of another room in the dark, and I'm hearing a clinky clanky sound of a mug, and I'm like, "What are you doing?" And he's just like, "Oh, I'm," and I was just like, "What is quiet? What are you doing?" He's like, I was like, "Are you eating?" And he's like, "Oh, I just don't want to eat in front of the baby." I was like, "Are you having
Mm.
ice cream? The only ice cream left in the freezer?" And like he was like, "Yeah." I was like, "What are you doing?" Like, so I'm like, this is literally every man for himself. My husband is in another room eating the
Oh
ice
my
cream
gosh.
stash. It's getting
It's gonna
real.
be
But
a test of wills, I guess, at home, but maybe it's better not to have, like, any of those kind of things, and then you won't
I
be tempted.
agree.
'Cause all
Yes,
your
I
treats
think
and
so.
snacks will probably go first. But look,
Totally.
it's I think I
Absolutely.
just wish here they would just say, "Okay, everyone, just stay at home for 2 weeks." But right now, schools are still
So
open.
would have same.
I've pushed all my meetings to given the circumstances, I've pushed all my meetings to be online, which I can do, which is excellent. So tomorrow I was supposed to go see, someone in another
That's good.
town, like, supposed to go see someone for a meeting, and work closely with them in a workshop, but I'm not doing that. I was like, "Can we do this online?" And she was like, "Absolutely, I understand.
Yeah,
we're gonna
everyone's
do it." Like, that's what
understanding.
video conferencing has been designed for. Like, we have everything we need. So
Yeah, it's just I feel bad for like the servers and places that are shut. Like even, you know, the work that I do part time, the company's shut. So we're all kind of taking, in terms of pay and all this stuff is affecting us all, and that's all I'm worried about. But it's true, if everyone were to just take 2 weeks, well, except obviously supermarkets and certain places, I think that this could be,
yeah, with that
I don't know,
within
I
reason,
think
like
that we could
basic
get on top of
necessities,
it.
keep
Yeah,
going,
within
but
reason.
everyone else, just
Yeah.
stop, take a breath, and let's get
Yeah.
through this, which I think is gonna happen eventually.
Yeah, so
Everyone's just
we
waiting
can
for the
come
announcement
out of
here.
it.
That's what it feels
Yeah,
like.
I hope
I don't
so.
know.
Well, I guess every day is, we're hearing new things, and things are changing every day. So I guess we'll see what happens again in the next few days. But it's amazing, like just from speaking to you, how much things have changed in the last like
Yeah,
48
look,
hours or
it's
more.
really not it's
And
really a bit of a it's really gone a bit s it was serious before, it's always been serious, but now I think shit just
yeah, it
got
was.
real.
Yes, it has definitely gotten very real, especially now that we're like obviously hearing of other people having it, or people that we know, or someone that we know knows someone. So all we can do is try and stay calm as
Mm.
best as we can. Try isolate
Yeah.
yourself. Don't panic. Um,
Yeah.
and let's just pray that we all come out of this healthy
Better
and
as a people, yeah.
all right,
But more than yeah,
better as a
that's right.
people and unite and not.
But also it's
Yeah.
important to stay off
Oh,
social
okay.
media, stay off the news, but read
Yeah, I
sources
agree.
that are reputable, read scientists, that are
Absolutely,
reputable.
which I don't think this country is doing. But exactly, that's what we have to, if we are gonna, find out what's going on, it's finding out through
Yeah,
the right
yeah, otherwise,
sources.
you're just gonna get yourself into a panic. So, yeah, and take time out to meditate, I think it's really important. Um, sounds cheesy,
Yes,
but just
very
be mi to
important.
for some mindfulness, look, some gyms are open, um, and my gym's
Over there, yeah.
they've actually posted how they're cleaning all the equipment regularly. They're like someone is
Equipment.
literally cleaning every single dumbbell. Um, disinfecting it on
Wow.
the regular.
Oh,
So yeah,
yeah.
look, it's gonna be interesting. I think even by the end of this week or early next week, time will tell. I think there'll be even more changes. So yeah,
Yeah. And I'm sure, we won't bore you and have constant um updates. We'll have new
Yeah, we just
episodes
wanted to
coming
talk
through, but
about this,
we did
yeah,
want to
because
address
it's
this.
so prominent right now, and there's a sense of urgency, and I
Ex-
feel like we should definitely touch base on it. Yeah, we'll get some new episodes with some new content, if you're at home or if you are somewhere where it's pretty quiet out there and you can listen, yeah, we'll do our best
We'll
to
do our
keep
best to
the content
entertain you.
rolling. You stay safe.
Oh, well,
Yeah,
you stay
you stay
safe.
safe.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
you stay safe.
You stay safe. We'll stay
Um,
safe, and
yeah,
we
just stay
will
inside.
chat
We'll chat
soon.
soon. Take care, everybody out there, and all our thoughts are with everyone.
Exactly. All the positive, good, healthy vibes, sending it to
Yeah.
everyone out there.
All right. Have a good quarantine.
Can we say it? Can we say it?